Hello, welcome to Down with Dragons here on Twitch, Monsters of Roll. I am DM Scott. With me as always,
Killian playing Maven Corpse Fellhour, a Circle of Spores druid looking to uncover some secrets and enact some revenge. Hopefully.
And Mick playing Sir Palmhead Maplecourt, the law in the city of Sandcrest.
And Chris playing Brother Aloysius Love, provider of goods.
and all services that could be and should be needed. Well, it's Friday, 7 o'clock. Hopefully everybody's had a great week. I know it's been busy for me, but I'm happy it's Friday and we're all here again. So, little housekeeping. Killian, do we have any announcements?
Oh, I wrote so much in so little time, Scott. I have so much to talk about. So we have some other friends here on the Monsters of Roll channel, Dungeon Patrol, who you can check out in the banner down below. Check out their videos on the channel. I think they get uploaded as they're archived, so keep in mind that there are two really fun adventures going on this channel at the same time. And we've also have some inspiration to dole out this week. And if you like what you see here on this beautiful stream and you want to give these players some inspiration, there's a link down below in the banner where you can send out inspiration using the hashtag inspirations to our multitude of contacts out there in the internet. Let us know who you want it to go to and why. And so here are our other inspiration people. This week we have inspiration from Catherine to Mick for all of Mandy's hilarious puns, but especially your use of the term miserable. Pretty good.
Oh.
I liked that too.
Yeah.
And Chris is giving the three of us inspiration for the mind funk of last week. He says that our DM and players must be talented to give an already grizzled character with complex PTSD an added layer of schizophrenia. So you're welcome for messing with your mind. Thank you for the inspiration. You will live to regret it.
I mean, it's almost why you're adding this layer to punish yourselves. I don't know, but
because it was so fun.
you want it. You're my crew.
Mhm.
I'll do it.
Exactly. We just want these NPCs to stay around for a long time, so we had to do that. Like I said, if you want to give us inspiration, there's information down below. Let us know what you like and who deserves some extra roles next week. Back to
Well put, Killian. Thank you. So, now that we've got that done, last time we were looking in on Maven. Quite a bit happened. A funeral, some travel, monastery, a little bit of rest and resupply, further travels, looking into the whereabouts of a long, not lost, but unknown location of daughter.
Yes. Misplaced location.
Well put.
I just swore I wrote that address down.
Yeah, well, I mean, she was with trusted friends, and found the whereabouts and headed to Sandcrest to the north of Dragonlock. After a good month or so journey, you made your way to Sandcrest and met some very colorful characters, especially at the gate, where the law, played by Mick, or Sir Palmhead Maplecourt, and a few of his deputies, gave Maven the ninth degree and eventually showed her the right direction to find the misplaced daughter, Illison. And along the way, we met another fun character, Brother Love, purveyor of goods and helper and doctoring of all the downtrodden. There, Maven refound her daughter. And about a decade or so, almost roughly, had passed since last they had laid eyes on each other. And it was a mixed emotional gathering, both for the fact of just almost a decade passing, and also of the voice of a particular familiar, a rat who we've also found out wasn't just a rat familiar, was also apparently her husband, Daruk. Some conversations also happened along the way with that. And after that mixed emotional meeting, theft might have occurred. And after settling in, Maven emerged from a cocoon of decay and other things, and took a nice long bath, and really just, took the sacrifice because it does help with predators smelling a certain way.
Nobody understands that it keeps the predators away. I say it all the time. But I felt like I needed to. It was just time,
So, you have found yourself in Sandcrest, and you are freshly bathed and primped and propered and all of those things you would have liked to have done. And Illison, last we saw, kind of in a fight or flight emotional state, chose flight. So, we are going to do a little bit of a loose skill check challenge because we have some time to advance, and along the way, Maven, anytime there is anything you want to visit along these subjects as we go through this kind of how we go about the weeks and months as they pass, you just say the word, and we can dive a little deeper into each one of these kind of bullet points of the time passing.
Okay.
So, for the first kind of, I'd say, roughly 2 weeks. Most of these are going to be kind of in rough 2-week, loosely, periods. First one, and you can tell me what skill you'd like to use to paint the picture and everything. Just a general establishing yourself and getting along with your daughter. There's a lot of mixed emotions.
Deception check.
Mixed friends. And by all means, in any of these moments, if you want to further explore them, or even as you're painting the picture of what happens and how you deal and all that, you may use any of our NPCs that are being piloted by Chris or Mick. So you set the scene and we'll go from there. So what are you thinking for this first one? This first kind of 2-week leg, what is like a memorable...
Here's how I see it.
All right.
So Maven used to be part of the Scalebound. She's kind of got a flow of how most jobs or assignments go. Not that really meeting your daughter after 10 years is an assignment, but like kind of a little bit, There's
a certain amount that you've established on how you operate. You can't break,
She's a secret spy. I mean, like, this is the stuff that would usually be happening. So she's kind of, I think, and I want to use perception as my skill roll. But I want to see if she can grill Palmhead and Aloysius Love so that she doesn't look like an idiot when talking to her daughter. So that, like, she knows things about what's happened over the past 10 years.
All right, that sounds, to me, to be honest, would be either persuasion, deception, or intimidation.
Maybe
have
she's
+0
listening
to
into
all-
our conversations.
Yeah, I'm like paying attention to like what y'all talk about.
So
and I'm-
eavesdropping.
yeah.
Okay, that's different.
I would also ask questions, but the eavesdropping I think could be better.
Okay, so
I would
you
appreciate
basically want to make yourself like around, but at the same time, never too far away that you can't listen in, or
Mhm.
just be conveniently nearby.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll me that perception check.
I mean, I feel like these two are the type to bring up things from the past.
That's
You know
possible.
what I mean? In
Yeah, this might even not even be just eavesdropping. It also might be just paying attention and putting yourself in the right moment to talk to them when,
Yeah, that's a 14.
14.
For that
Okay.
roll.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I'm
Okay.
less off-putting without the mud in my hair. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, you're
I
definitely
have-
probably able to sneak up on us better.
Yeah, definitely downwind won't be an issue. All right, so how about this? We have had conversations of course that's not here because I'm not responsible. So I'll just do it in this. Okay. I like using pens and paper, but I didn't put a pen near me, so I'll just use my keyboard. I know. So, each of you, I'm going to give you each a thing that you can, because that was a pass on, this is a fairly easy skill check. This is time passing, stuff like that, 14, that I'm going to make canon for Illison. A secret, helping out a mom reconnect with her daughter, whether it be a story, whether it be something sentimental to you of what, like just anything that's a meaningful moment to you of Illison. In just whether it be conversation, whether it be, and each of you get to lay out the scene, if you want, of how this conversation, or whether she's eavesdropping, whether you're talking, whatever it is, to how you're giving this information, this factual information about Illison that I'm just letting you have full reign with.
Be kind to my daughter, boys.
How good has Killian been to each of you lately? That's the real question.
I've never done anything.
She gave me a new psychosis. I mean,
Oh, that's
No.
very true.
Whoa.
but in a good way.
So who would like to go first? Because I did not prepare either of you for these possibilities, which I
Right.
think is the fun of it.
Oh, I didn't know what I was going to say.
So, Brother Love will be probably talking to several of the people coming in and out, and right, some of the people who have just come in from the desert, and right, they're desperate and they're looking for their help. He's like to the point where he slides them a little bit of something under the table, does not charge them, and then insists that they really want to talk to Ms. Illison, and she'll be glad to help them. She's very kind to newcomers, especially ones that have fallen on hard luck, and has been right. She will be glad to help them, and help them get stuck up on their feet. And if there's anything that, of course, they need, let him know. But Sister Illison will be very, very kind and generous with them.
Sister. The faith. Interesting. Okay.
So I can give her an attribute of being known for kindness and charity. Brother Love. Okay. Mick, what do you have? And you can give this information any you want. You can just tell me like Chris did, or you can make a full scene of it, however you'd like.
Sure. I think Palmhead will like maybe stumble into the market area there, and catch eyes with Brother Love, and
Quietly slide something behind underneath something else as maintaining eye contact.
And just kind of looking shifty, but remembers that
I would like to make a sleight of hand to see if he.
he's probably a little
Roll it.
complicit in
Roll
some
it.
stuff going missing.
Absolutely. No.
Natural one. Jeez.
You 100% see him put something behind his back. Just you keep going with that thought, but you
Right on.
saw that.
Well, I give him a glare, but don't jump immediately. Palmhead Maple Court, he may be kind of a hothead, but every time he thinks of just busting stuff up, he has to reflect on not only the three sisters, but the good example of Illison that he has for being a good person.
Mhm.
So he just kind of stumbles over to Brother Love's kiosk there, and he says, Brother Love, don't think it's about time report your earnings? You got that report ready for us?
Is it tax time already, brother Palmcoat?
Oh, it's always tax time, Brother Love.
How much is it this year?
Well,
This month?
we
This
gotta
week?
be
Is it this
fair. We gotta be fair. So you, out of your own honor, report your earnings, and we figure it from there.
I already have the taxes calculated, brother Palmcoat. He'll reach into his vest and pull out the bag of coin and hand it across.
So, all right. So, brisk business, huh?
I am missing something. You have not happened to see. I'm sliding in the mirror tomorrow. Brother love. All right.
Aloysius Love.
I am missing something. I misplaced. There was a doll here the last time that you were visiting.
Are you trying to, take my mind off the lightness of this particular payment of taxes?
I'm just saying, brother, that there has been some discrepancies in my inventory, and I apologize for the lightness of this, but some of these prime items may have gone missing. I'm still conducting a thorough investigation, and I will be sure to make up any discrepancies in the sales proceeds next month. But as of right now, I am a little light, and I'm not sure what happened to these items.
All right. I need both of you right now to make me a deception check.
Deception.
Because you are both doing it.
Let's see. That would be a +9, be a 26.
So 26. Remember that.
What a wicked game we play. I got a 12.
Okay, 12. Okay. Now both of you make an insight. You're against the other person's deception. So Mick, you gotta beat a 26. Chris a 12.
I got a 23.
I got a 21.
Okay. He might be absolutely doing an investigation. There seems to be something that's not adding up that he is worried about. Brother Love, he is changing the subject awfully quick about that doll that you brought up as well.
And Brother Love will just be a little stunned. Like, he was just throwing that out there as an example. Think that it would be like the perfect, like, oh, remember seeing that thing? And then it's like for an example, that's missing. And now, like,
Brother Love, you don't want us to reassess your position in the marketplace or anything, do you? If you're producing this
Brother
small
Palmcoat.
amount of,
Maven, you're not far away, obviously.
I'm having a hard time not laughing out loud in the store.
Brother Palm Court.
Eh,
Well,
eh,
I
oh,
never.
You know, since our recent dealings with Illison and
I think it
her
is
good
time to
example.
reassess my position in this bazaar here. I want to be over there by the food stands, not stuck down here by the privies.
Mhm.
That's a prime location, actually. Don't knock that.
Well,
They
you
were
know, the
fine
prime
until 2 weeks
locations are
ago,
reserved for,
and then something died in one of those privies. The man, the poor soul, had me clean that place. He said it was horrifying. I don't know what kind of riffraff you're allowing in here, Brother Palm Court, but I want to move upwind over by the food court. People can get their food and then come over and browse my items.
oh well.
I think that'd be more unfair, Brother Palm Court, considering the circumstances.
Maple Court.
Maple Court.
You're probably doing it wrong on purpose, honestly.
That's possible too. Yeah, actually, never mind.
Well, you know, yeah, I can see your mind is troubled a bit by this investigation you got.
I don't
going
even
on.
want to know, Brother Palm Court, but I would dearly love if you would consider my petition and back me at the next meeting of the Merchants Association in my request. I've been denied 7 times now. I think it'd be a fine gesture. Considering the circumstances.
Well, we got to do things according to good order and protocols. And you do know there are worse spots than next to the privy. But today, we don't need to pay this no mind. And if you're telling me that your inventory is a little light,
I may have to have a conversation with Sister Illison about this, Brother Palm Court.
well, another concern I have is, have you been spilling my little secret around Sandcrest?
You know, I swore to keep confidence as confidence, Brother Palm Court. I am a man of my word. He makes a couple other symbols as he's going along too.
It's I don't have to tell you how embarrassing it might be if it got out. So I do appreciate that.
You are certainly welcome, and I, as we may have previously mentioned, will be definitely appreciative of your support at the next Merchants Association meeting as well. Not related to this. I swore an oath, and I will uphold that, Brother Palm Court.
All in good order, Brother Love.
Yes. The 3 sisters. God's bless.
All right, you take care. Have a good day, and we'll resolve anything that needs resolving.
I'll be sure and let you know once I find my inventory, and we'll make up those receipts next month.
Hey, good luck on that. Hey, Cletus, you watching them walls?
I'm sorry, did we have some other story that we wanted to get to?
Bring him back.
Not at all. No, that's actually because I'll be honest, I was so enraptured in the idea of that secret that I'm like, what secret?
I'd be over here.
That I was not ready for that.
But a gentleman does not tell after he's sworn an oath of absolute secrecy.
You forgot what it was.
Well played. He might not have known.
Remember that thing I told you 2 years ago?
Very embarrassing. A gentleman does not speak of such things. And
Sir Palmhead is off and on to business. And that's about all, I guess, for that.
Cletus will come running from somewhere. Okay. So we have 2 descriptors, 2 things, patience and kindness and charity kind of all are the main factors for Illison that you're getting from her. Of like, she has a sterling reputation here.
Just like her
She
mother.
sounds like a nun.
Wait, did you notice, Maven?
She sounds like a nun. She's
As
Our Lady
holy
Illison.
and pure of spirit, as Brother Palmcourt will be sure to tell you.
I don't know, just with the extra hand gesture stuff, I imagine that more slimy character in The Mummy, where he has all the different holy symbols, where just going through all the
Whatever.
You gotta hedge your bets with all of them. I gotta.
All
She's
right.
like a really good person. Great. Cool. All right.
Yeah, no pressure.
Raised a narc. I love that. Well, I didn't raise a narc. Who would have known?
Next one. Next time little lapse.
Yeah.
So, what is Maven doing in Sandcrest as she's spending time there, eavesdropping? You have some obvious interactions with your daughter. You're staying at her house, which is a very
Right.
nice little abode. Very, very eclectic taste and lots of plants and lots of, little inside gardens and all that.
Mhm.
What do you see Maven doing in any way to just try to establish herself in the community, establishing a reputation, something to do that extra, like especially finding out a little bit of the reputation your daughter has here?
Mhm.
What is Maven doing to establish her own self and reputation here within
Mhm.
the town
Well,
of Sandcrest?
You've given me the most unrealistic ideals of a human person, or I guess half-elf person.
Yeah, I was gonna say half.
We may be a little biased, but
She's a perfection incarnate, and Maven is just washed off about 10 years of mud from her hair yesterday. So, it's gonna come from a weird place at first, just like trying to not follow her daughter around while she's working. That's too dramatic.
More
But more
ironically,
just like
be in the same places.
just like I think she'd ask her, like, could you show me what you do here? I think she would probably just be straight up, because like subtlety is not her forte, and if she tried, it would be very it'd be too cartoonish. I don't think it would work.
Okay,
She's
so
not subtle.
what skill are you thinking of using for that?
Yeah. Oh, that would be nice if I thought about that. So I'm asking her essentially if I could help her at all making some natural remedies. And
sincerity.
things, 'cause
Roll your sincerity check.
they don't have that, so I'm gonna do nature instead. and be like, hey, I can show you some of the old family recipes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Ooh. That's well, how many? Oh, okay, 17. I was worried. I was worried.
We all were, I think.
Yeah, a
We
little bit.
We want this reunion to go well.
I thought I had a +0, and I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
I'm good.
Yeah. So the first 2 weeks, she's kind of, other than she's there, meals, things like that, she
Mhm.
kind of makes herself a little scarce, kind of busying herself with her life.
I don't blame her.
And still being very much like, enjoy yourself, my home's your home, and all that, But after like about 2 weeks of that, and hearing things about this person,
Perfect person.
yeah,
Paragon.
it's like, how, like, I want to know more about you. I want to, and she, yeah, absolutely, kind of with, you obviously know a lot about, remedies and things like that, and you kind of make that connection to, like, hey, I know maybe some old recipes, some family recipes you don't know about or whatever, and she'll bring you along. Her kind of daily ritual over those 2 weeks starts off early in the morning. She actually escorts and, well, half escorts, half entertains a lot of the kids in the town on their way to school.
He's perfect.
Uh, After that, she checks in, kind of for anybody who, kind of the equivalent of both a hospital slash homeless shelter that is in Sandcrest for travelers to and fro, some of the people, and basically looks in and finds out kind of what is needed, and then goes outside of Sandcrest into nature looking for picking herbs and flowers and things like that, things that she can use for making medicines.
This woman's not even my daughter, and I'm so proud of her. Like, I'm straight up, I'm like, damn, she's a good person.
Then once
There's
coming
more.
back and no, we're not done. This is about noon.
God.
Getting back, dropping those off, starting some of the things, and with your help, actually improves a few of the things where it's like as she's picking things and she's talking about what, why she's gathering and all that. You actually actually, if you would combine this root with that, it'll actually make it way more potent. And instead of it, calming some of, symptoms of this, it's actually help remedy them. It'll make it worse. Yeah. It'll
poisons.
totally cure this, but if they have any kind of other symptoms, allergic reactions or like any of the commercials we see nowadays with 20,000 things, you should talk to your physician if they but afternoon, then she goes kind of into where Brother Love tends to be, and she actually hangs out there a little bit and is helping him with there are some of the brothels that there are some of the patrons of, or not patrons, the workers of, men and women who different ailments that come from the jobs or just straight up checkups. Brother Love, actually, this is one of the areas where you can see he is a very skilled physician, actually, and does have a truly above board part of his personality versus some of the other areas you've witnessed and been accused of. And no money is exchanged. It's normally kind of just the word of mouth. I owe you. Yep. Whenever you can, well, it's not a big deal, that type of thing. She kind of plays almost nurse with that. And so you get to play nurse with that as well. And as nurse, she has really good bedside manner. She is just, even if there's not much going on, just people seem a little happier. Then towards the evening, you share a meal. And in the evening, actually, she tends to join Sir Palmhead as he's doing some of his rounds.
This girl's got 2 boyfriends. I'm so proud of her. She might be a dork, but she's good for her.
And from there, she tends to do rounds with Sir Palmhead as he's walking through the town, and then ends up back at kind of the constable's office. And she kind of assists looking into reports that are coming in and using kind of her more intimate knowledge of the landscape around and reports, and kind of is doing that mapping and figuring out things as there are some, and you'll pick up with your role some strange reports that just little, the equivalent of just a red pin in a thing of just some strange things, some disappearances or attacks on the road, which aren't that strange, but apparently it is in some way taking note with Illison. But that is her typical day. And you kind of, as you join her through that, it always ends the same way, which is she enjoys, there is some hills outside of town that is undiluted by any of the firelights or anything of town. And she watches the stars, and she has a little kind of a journal that she writes things down in if she sees a shooting star or anything. And in these moments, those are things of that you can remember Daruk actually sitting with you on a hillside and just thinking about what else could be out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good roll for that. We're gonna we'll just pick up there. Give me a roll, because I feel like that actually led perfectly into something else. The next one is bonding with your daughter.
Yes.
So during some of these walks and throughout the days, it's been about a month now while you've been there, and always ending similarly, a nice evening walk ending at that hillside. Bonding with your daughter. So what are you going to use for that?
That's a good question. That's a really good question, because I don't think I have any skills that are going to be helpful here.
That is just fine. You don't have to be good at mothering when you've taken a 10-year break.
Thank you. I feel like we don't normalize that enough. Taking 10-year long breaks from your kids is actually really healthy. She's amazing. It
yeah, look at her. I mean,
yeah, she's probably so much better off. It Maven, like, this whole time was just like, I don't know how she's even still awake in time to watch the stars, because Maven's like exhausted. She's like, I've camped out in the wilderness for years, and I don't think I've ever been this sore. Like, it's a lot of
people. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a lot of talking, a lot of trying to be nice.
Emotional labor.
She's not very good at it.
I take my strength from the community, mother.
I mean, that's so nice of you. You're an inspiration.
Daruk 100% is on your shoulder, like, she's done good. It's just like
yeah, it's upsetting how good. Honestly, I thought she'd miss me a little bit. She says in her head.
Yeah, we would have screwed her up.
Yeah. Dang. This is the best possible outcome.
We just can't take responsibility for it, unfortunately.
No, we did her a great service by not being around. Oh man. Hot dog.
Diggity dog.
Trying to think of a skill. I don't know. Okay. I want to sneak up on her at the hill.
Okay.
Because I think it'd be funny.
Lay out the scene.
Okay, so I think it's one of the days that has ended of them spending time together, and Maven's like literally exhausted. But she knows where her end of the day takes her usually.
Yep.
And she's just kind of getting bored of doing the same thing over and over again. So I think she wants to spice something up. And also, like, she's seeing how much she takes after, like, the best parts of her partner. And she wants to see if there's any other skills that might have just come from inheritance alone, and just see how perceptive she is. Just,
Sounds good. Yeah.
But I don't actually want to hurt her. I just want to scare her.
Yeah. So roll me a stealth, and it'll be against her perception.
Okay.
I won't even cheat. I won't even roll for it. I'll just use her passive.
Well, I'm going to use my inspiration die. Plus 4, 10, and I don't think that works. So I'm going to roll again and really.
Yeah, her passive perception is higher than 10.
Thank God it's a dirty 20.
Okay, you feel so what? How are you sneaking up?
Yeah.
She's on the hillside.
Prowling up like a cat.
Is she a cat though?
Well, you know what? Yes, she is. I'm going to I'm going to wild shape into a cat. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
And she picks up
So-
the cat and
You sneak
She talks to her about
up-
her feelings.
how her mother's driving her crazy.
You sneak up this hillside, all
Mhm.
down low in the grass. You work your way up. You go. You leap, pounce. She did not see you coming with that dirty 20. I'm gonna roll her reaction. She is outside of town. She is away from peoples. Thought she's alone.
Oh, she's an asshole.
If it is, what's her?
This is where you find out she
Wisdom
secretly
save.
sacrifices animals out in the woods.
Hell yeah.
My
be
daughter.
proud. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, you did get something from me.
Okay, I feel way better about who you are because I was getting worried. All right, I'm using her 13 as the DC.
Okay.
If she rolls above her wisdom DC,
Okay.
it'll be just a fun joke.
Uh-huh.
If it's below it, she might react
Uh-huh.
to like a danger
Okay.
sense. Okay. So you pounce,
Oh no.
leap through the air, slam into her. What kind of cat are you, by the way? Are we talking house cat? Are we talking
Yeah, like a house cat.
puma? You know?
No, it's literally a house cat.
Okay. So you leap and jump into her back and she starts. She goes like tumbling forward, rolls, comes up on her like kind of crouched on her knee and foot all crouched down, and you see these silvery nails extend from all of her fingers and
He's
her
Wolverine.
and her teeth extend, and they are like silvery chrome
Spooky.
for just a second, and you just see like just this that Wolverine just and then sees it's just a cat, and immediately just you can see like lets go of whatever spell she just did.
What? Do I know what that is? Can I do an Arcana check? Because I want to know how to do that.
Yes, you may.
That's so cool. My daughter's a werewolf. Hell yes. Okay, Arcana. That's a 16.
That's good enough. It's a cantrip. It's called Primal Savagery.
That's dope as shit.
Basically, for a moment, gives you some animalistic qualities and lets you do some melee.
That's so sick, actually.
And she immediately just kind of she's just like, oh, you scared me, you naughty kitty. And I'm going to roll just a perception check of her own. And perception. She, like, you meow back, and it's your meow. And she's just like, you naughty kid. Who are you?
I don't want to change back yet. Now I'm scared. I am still a cat, and I look at her. I just blink a couple times, and just
You're not Lahoon. Lahoon definitely would have been bigger.
and I nod.
Mhm. She kind of looks. I'm gonna make it just just raw intelligence. Oh, nat 20. She's gonna look towards Sandcrest. Mother, did we have our fun?
Yeah. And I transform back, and I just say, "Gotcha."
You see, kind of like there's this tense posture, and then just. Yes, yeah, you got me.
I sure did. Maven's so proud of herself right now. She in her head, she's like, "My daughter's a werewolf. She's actually so cool." Like, I'm not joking. She was worried her daughter was a total dud. Dope. She's so
Dope,
juiced
dope.
about this.
They're outside of Sandcrest right now?
Yep.
Oh, I thought I'd have to deal with some unlicensed domesticated feline issues.
Oh, are you?
She'll kind of look off, and she'll look back to you, Maven, who's starting to like, did you bring
I didn't bring him.
Hello, Sir Palmhead.
Oh, I'm here? Okay.
Oh, you put yourself here. You're here.
Anything you say is real. If you die in the game, you die for real. We got to be careful.
Oh, yeah, we got some large beasts from the dunes threatening to breach the city walls. Yeah, look out for that.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah. You see any of them, you stop them for reckless driving.
What?
We can't have no unlicensed beasts roaming around the city roads of
Sorry.
Sandcrest.
My
What
mother
kind of good
does it.
order would that be?
My mother will get a collar as soon as I can affix it.
Well, that's your mother?
Yes, she was playing a practical joke.
That's the same mother I met before?
I'm transformed back into myself
yeah.
at some point. I'm just laughing my ass off because this is the best outcome I could have asked for.
And you transformed back?
Two people.
Yeah, she's back to looking like her and looking very.
Oh, that ain't the same mother I met before. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're talking about the new and improved smell. Thank you. I used soap. They don't teach you that one in school. And they didn't teach me about that one. So
Some powerful magic,
stuff.
that soap there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, 2 whole bars. These bars are huge. I don't know where you guys get them from.
All right. No, I mean, I was being serious. We have a real threat of large beasts wandering in from the dunes.
Yeah, do they really have to have a license?
Well, yes. If you want to have keep them as livestock, you gotta have
No.
permits.
I'm not
showing
the,
of ownership for the traders that are coming through.
Otherwise, we just don't want random beasts, tearing up the town.
Of course.
And, I could name the types of beasts that we're in the most danger of, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Big ones?
So, Mapecourt, is there any chance that you would forgive my mother this time for surprising the both of us with the possible danger of an unlicensed animal beast in the area? Just with a warning this time, maybe.
Oh, certainly, listen, no problem. I was mostly talking about it because I was a little bored out here. No problem at all. I'm
Are you
sorry.
doing rounds out here?
Sorry to interrupt. You carry on with your business.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I will feel more safe knowing you are in the area.
Thank you. Your respect means everything to me. Illison, you have a nice day.
You as well. So, after a little silence sitting there, or like she settles down as dark starts to fully set in, stars are out. She doesn't light a little, there's no fire, there's no nothing, and it's like kind of an awkward silence at first, just with everything. And she just sits there quietly and then eventually breaks the silence with a question. Can you tell me about Dad?
Well, that's... Yes, I suppose if there are questions, then you should know the answers to them. So...
I just I guess I want to know. Just tell me anything. Something about who he was, and she kind of uncomfortably, kind of from beneath one of her like robes of her dress and all that stuff, pulls out the small little crystal. It looks like it's a chunk of, if you take a geode and would break it,
Yeah.
it's half of it, half a sphere, but there is this crystalline structure that is almost leaving and becoming less of a geode. Instead of being hollow, there's actually one kind of spire inside of it. And she kind of holds it out gently, and Lahoon, last time I saw her, gave this to me, and she said it should stay in the family. And I don't remember you ever having this or talking about this, but she said it had to do with it keep me on the right track of the stars.
Uh,
And I was always curious.
yeah. Remind me to kill Lahoon. Just kidding. Just kidding. So
You may try. No, sorry.
And I think after the silly posturing and just being a bit ridiculous that she's like kind of comfortable with, she kind of just takes a second. Well, so how familiar, can I do a history roll?
Yeah. By all means.
Like, am I familiar at all with this piece of technology?
Technology?
I'm gonna roll to see. Let me see.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
12. You've seen geodes, stuff like that. Specifically, you've seen this one.
Yes,
Daruk
yes.
had it before. You know, he also took a lot of notes about the stars. And he would typically, whenever you saw him doing that, it was kind of the equivalent of just a few items he always had with him. But that was the thing when he was doing that specific kind of crystal geode was always there. And he was always kind of a quick pushed aside, didn't mean anything, it didn't seem like, but he always had it whenever he was kind of stargazing. Specifically beyond it is a crystalline geode of type, no.
I hold it. I look at it a little bit.
I will say you can feel tension on your shoulder though.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without messing it up major. Okay, so she'll say, I didn't, and she was about to like unload all of her, like, I didn't know him, blah, blah, blah. Trauma on her child, and she doesn't. He would map the stars. He was a very talented, I don't know the verb for star looker, but astrologer?
Astrologist?
Astrologist, is that a thing? Cool.
Sure.
I thought that was about zodiac signs, but hell yeah. Cool.
Astronomer. Maybe
Astronomer. Thank you. That's the
Stargazer.
verb.
Stargazer. That works just as well.
Yeah, he knew. He's the first person who helped me map myself in the Deadwoods and made sure that I never got lost, because I don't know if you remember Time from Home, but it all looks the same eventually, especially if you've been without water for a few days.
She kind of nods.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you being lost in the woods.
I know, right? I was not yet aware of my surroundings as I should have been. I had my head in the clouds, I guess you could say.
You'll see a wry smile on her face when you say that.
And he made me aware of things that I could never even comprehend. But in the end, unfortunately, you know, things didn't work out. So that just left you and me. And I like nudge her shoulder a little bit.
She
Try
kind
to.
yeah, it's a sad smile, but
Yeah.
she just kind of quietly is like, so, and she looks up. She's like, he looked at the stars too.
Oh, yes. He probably could tell you where you were anywhere in the world just by looking up at the sky. He wrote a little journal, kept notes, and I never saw that thing leave his side.
You see her kind of clutch her little journal a little tighter.
Mhm.
There's a few kind of quiet, awkward, half panicked breaths. And then she's like, do you want to see something that I haven't shown anyone?
Yeah.
It's like, come on. And she actually grabs your hand and
Oh, I'm blushing.
and takes you down back towards Sandcrest. You go back into the town, back to her home. Once inside, she kind of puts out the fire in the fireplace and starts drawing up every curtain she can, and kind of even tells you, she's like, we got to block out all the light. All the light gets blocked out, you know, like
This is
cover
so
up.
cool. Do we cover up the
And-
mirrors? Is this like a cult ritual? I'm so ready for her to get even cooler. What is
If you even say that, she's like, yeah, sure, yeah, block those too.
I'm gonna cover up everything.
And after a few minutes of you doing this, she's like, okay. She's like, sit on the floor. And she's like, you both have cleared the space in kind of the living room area. And she sits kind of, you know, crisscross applesauce, sits down.
Mhm.
And she takes out the little crystalline geode. And you see a variation of the Druidcraft spell.
Mhm.
It seems very specific in its function. And instead of producing a little light of just, you know, that can tell the weather, you know, whatever, you know, Druidcraft needs to do in that moment with the light, you see this really strange little ball of starlight almost. And then you see her really focused and concentrating and eases it down into the actual crystal. And then almost in like any sci-fi movie or whatever show, the entire room lights up in a night sky of stars with constellations drawn in, coordinates. You can actually see a moving comet going across the stars, and you can just see the smile and wonder on her face, and she's like, I think this is might have been what he was charting. And like,
Yeah.
you can see all these lines, and at the center is this little blue light, which she kind of leans towards and she points at, and she's like, that's us. Look how much
Doesn't look anything
bigger
like
it
me.
is. And you both sit there, and you can hear in your head, Daruk. You can hear a little quiver to his voice, and he's like, I always knew there was more out there around us that always needed to be explored. And the more we could see out there, I always hoped it would tell us more about us. And she found it.
She's too smart by half. This makes Maven like really sad, but also proud. But it's this is amazing. Have you been doing this?
I've tried adding some of it, and when she kind of makes a little gesture, you can see just a small area uh, of the night sky that is in a slightly different color. A little bit
Different
more.
user.
Yeah. Like literally, she's put her stamp on it of like adding to her father's map of what she's added and she's observed. And she's like, just a little piece. He did all the rest.
In my head, I just say, you have some explaining to do to me.
We all have our secrets.
This one's not a secret anymore. You're going to tell me what the hell's going on. But I don't say any of that out loud. Of course.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
So you two will sit there, or you three technically will sit there, and she'll chit chat with you about the stars and the wonder and just everything. And it's a delightful evening that goes into the wee hours into the morning. All right. The next 2 weeks. Sorry to pull you out of that.
No, it's okay. You're going to make me cry.
On a different note, over the course of these next 2 weeks,
Mhm.
there starts to be more strange occurrences, disappearances, attacks on the roads, and it listens very much with Sir Promhead Maplecourt, and even pulling in Brother Love for the fact of he gets some information from some of the shadier folk, the more black markety folk and stuff like that, that wouldn't report things to the law. It makes a weird team up. But so for those 2 weeks, investigating the attacks and disappearances near, which ironically, which is the part that makes it more noteworthy for all involved, is the fact that they are happening to the south of Sandcrest, not to the north, to where the desert is and where things just, hey, it's going to happen in that desert. It's to the south. So, what does Maven do to assist and be part of that?
I don't know. Give me a second. Let me think. Is this another skill challenge?
It is. This is
Okay.
explaining another 2 weeks.
Okay.
This one is more of setting up the tone, and I'm going to use the outcome for how things turn out.
Okay.
Just general information.
Yeah. I think that these are coming from the south, and it's like mostly forestry and stuff to the south.
And a lot of open plains, too.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I would use, honestly, my animal handling or nature to see if I can, survival or nature to
Is
see
this
if
the
I
area
can
that
tell.
Maven came up through on her way up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't notice anything on my way up.
Nothing outside
Did I?
of the average. No.
Yeah. So I would look, I guess nature would make the most sense to see if these attacks are like committed by a person or an animal. So I feel like I'd be able to tell the difference. Maybe.
If I'll say yes, we'll go from the druid side of things. So yeah, go for it if you want to go nature.
Okay. That's a 14.
14. Okay. Maybe you reach out to some animals for spreading the word, looking into things and all that. And ironically, with that 14, other than the ones you specifically use magic to call to you, animals are leaving the area.
Oh, God.
The next 2 weeks goes by. I feel that's telling enough. The mist starts to come up from the south, moving up into the area. A consistent mist that is thicker during the daylight hours and hugs the ground about 3 feet high during the night. there is starting to be a little bit of just, a little panic in the community. It's weird, especially with the constant aurora borealis kind of always there, and now adding this new thing that weather has nothing to do with. It rains, it doesn't rain, the wind blows, and it doesn't do anything to the mist.
Are there any scary monsters hiding in the mist? Probably.
Is there a skill check you want to use?
To find out if there's any scary monsters hiding in the mist.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you're trying to look into with this new information, then tell me how. You paint the picture.
Okay. Well, okay. Here's what I'll do. I know what happened in Dragonlock.
You do.
So I know that this, if it's coming up from the south, weird stuff's going on. It's probably related and magic as hell. And so much of my focus would be discerning what kind of magic we're dealing with here.
Sure.
Aside from the Aurora Borealis, because I know that that's like the overlayer. I want to do an Arcana check, I guess, and I can do detect. I can do dispel magic, so I might have to throw that out.
Well, this is over the course of 2 weeks, so if you want to use Arcana to use maybe a couple different things during that time to test what's going on.
That is a 16 plus 5, 21.
Perfect.
That was way harder to do than it should have been.
So, over the course of those 2 weeks investigating it, you kind of lend your aid. Are you, out of curiosity, is Maven telling anyone of the things she is only privy to? Or is she keeping those cards close to the chest? Just curious.
Ooh, I think it would be somewhere in the middle. I think she'd say she came from the Dragonlock way when things started to get strange. I don't think she'd admit exactly the extent of her part in it.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'm just curious.
She'd be like, hey, well, this is not surprising.
Okay.
Maybe as to quell some people of like, well, this
You seem to not be as scared as some of the other people who've never seen this before. Why is that? Have you seen something like this? Yeah.
I've seen an invisible island. Yeah, I've seen some shit.
All right. So, over the course of those 2 weeks, some magical investigation, it cannot be dispelled. It also very much is hard to pin down on what it is. It has a mixture of illusion. It has a mixture of abjuration. It's a mixed bag of what it is. Some conjuration in there as well. And you definitely, with that 21, your brain is like the island. Like, this is like this is that fog. This is that mist. That's awesome. So during that same 2 weeks, just leaning into the later end of it, a few attacks happened very close to town, enough that actually Sir Maplecord actually is given word and goes out to try to give assistance because, like, a wounded traveler makes it to the actual town gates and is looking for aid, and him and a few of his deputies go on out there to try to give aid, and when they get there, there is very little left. Roll me. I'm going to say after getting there and the immediate danger seems to be there, Sir Palmhead will reach out to Illison and you to kind of see if there's anything you can do to ascertain some of this, especially if you've admitted you know a little bit in some way about this.
Right.
Roll me a survival check.
Okay. That is good because I have a +2 to survival, so...
You can roll with advantage with Illison lending aid.
But I
Because she's proficient
needed
in that
a
too.
better roll, and I got a 9. So,
9?
yeah.
You're not able to find tracks. But you do see one thing that will shock you to your core, probably. Because that's probably one thing you weren't 100% expecting. You see the remnants of a waxy material on one of the wagon wheels.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that confirms what I thought it was, and we need to get everyone out of here now. Like, right now.
Within the next day or so,
Yeah, we got
with that,
up the town hall.
the town is actually having a meeting about this exact subject
Board them
and panic.
inside. They keep them
And
safe.
they are talking about fortifications and
Yeah.
locking down the city. No travelers in or out.
No. Lock all your houses. No, it's not. No, they can climb over walls. They're spiders. They
Are
have a lot of
you
legs.
telling them flat out
Yeah.
like these
I'm like,
are
I've seen these
monsters?
before. And I'm literally like, I've seen these before. They are gonna get over a fence, my dude. They are gonna absolutely wreck a wall and encase this entire town in wax. That also makes things go numb, which is kind of cool the first time you do it, if you do like a little bit. But it's paralytic. It's not good. It's not good for you. Don't do it. Don't. I shouldn't have said that.
Okay, so no, that's out there.
I know. Like everyone in town's like, oh my God.
Sounds like these spiders you're talking about have a healthy disrespect for justice.
Brother Love is writing down like the venom does the numbing.
Yep, it does.
Patiently waiting for my turn for the stall placement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, are we skipping that?
It's fantasy icy hot, I think, is what they drop. Just way more concentrated. That's the idea.
All right.
My
Roll like so if you're trying to persuade them to
Yeah.
not like because I feel like
'cause it's true. This is all true.
yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I feel like Illison is definitely trying to help maintain calm.
Sure, but also
While you're like,
lying
no,
down.
yeah, be calm, but be scared,
Like just lock your damn houses. You can't walk out on. You need to understand what we're dealing with. Yes.
So what
fortification-
skill are you using to help facilitate? Are you trying to intimidate them? Are you trying to persuade them to listen to your plan? Like,
I'm trying to describe martial strategies because I'm seriously going back into full like soldier or like working in the scales. I'm like, this is protocol. You have to secure this, and this. You have to secure these people here. Here's where you need to divide the resources.
okay, how about a survival roll?
Okay,
That
'cause,
feels-
it's natural.
Sure. Predators work this way. If you don't want to be prey, you all need to
Exactly.
start smelling.
Aloysius,
Exactly. Rob yourself.
Aloysius, in an attempt to be helping Illison maintain calm and get people so that they are actually listening, will actually be casting calm emotions.
Oh,
Just
okay.
quietly plucking on the lyre. Like he's seen, like not so much helping Maven, but he sees Ellison is struggling to maintain, so he'll be throwing out that calm emotions as a
Yeah,
spell.
no, and that will absolutely help even with what Maven's doing as well. So you can
I'm
roll
hoping.
with advantage because, like, Illison's not trying to say like you have nothing to worry about, but there is that on the teetering edge of hysteria, and she's been
I'm
trying
not helping
to
matters.
right, but there is
I'm-
value in what you're telling, And Brother Love starts to assist in calming the room down a little bit too, so that Illison's words can get through, as well as yours of like, seriously, like, if you don't want to be prey, we need to operate a certain way,
Yeah. Rations go to these groups. People who live together can board up your doors and windows. Don't come out until you hear the all clear signal. Let's go hunt some monsters. That's anyway. That's my fantasy shotgun.
Okay, so what is that survival?
That survival is a 18.
18's good. Okay. So with that as well put into it, the town that's gathered kind of is on that edge. Thanks to Brother Love and Illison, they managed to keep panic and from overwhelming the crowd. Sir Maplecourt hears the good strategies and words, and with his own ideas of, just keeping the town safe, strategies he's used that are proven as well, and kind of adopting those, kind of a little bit of a martial law is probably put into place, curfews, things like that.
Martial
But very
order.
quickly, martial order, yeah. And very quickly, though, when Maven makes the kind of ending of all of her strategies and rationale of like, all right, so once the town is safe, we go hunt monsters. And immediately the mayor's like, absolutely. And I feel there is no one better than you four. You four, just, you have the expertise, you have the knowledge. Our town would feel a whole lot safer being within our walls, knowing that we have champions out there keeping us safe.
In my head, I'm not doing that out loud. Don't worry.
Yeah, I have a feeling Brother Love is doing just that.
Yeah.
That's right, Your Honor. This is the day we all been born and ready for. I got this. All right. And I got my crew taking care of the city.
We got it.
Oh, I let them know that these creatures, if they're the creatures they think they are, can't see. They only hear. So after nighttime, like, if you are as quiet, it's like a quiet place, I guess. It's like as
Aloysius
quiet
will
as possible.
stop playing his lyre quietly in the background.
I don't know how far out they are. This last attack was really close to town. I'm telling you to get prepared. Within the next few days, potentially they could be upon us. And we'll go out and scout what we can, but I was not able to kill one of these things. When I encountered them, I ran. And thankfully, they stayed on a plane outside of mine. But with this situation, I don't think planar laws apply. So, kind of.
Is this that the stories from the heavens type of thing that Illison talks about sometimes? What's going on here?
No, this is a real, like, these are, this is fantasy world magic. Yes, we love magic. Illusory magic, planes, existence. I'm not crazy. I swear there's magic in this world. These things come from a different plane. I was on an island. The island was invisible. I thought it was weird too. Don't worry. I had a blinding headache that almost killed me. And there was a beach made of broken glass and everything was covered in wax. And I thought it was hard wax. And then I touched it. It was kind of tingly. And like I said, it was kind of fun, but then it just didn't feel good anymore.
Like,
and then we ran and there was a pyramid.
Illison will kind of come over to you and put a hand on your shoulder like, Mom, calm down.
I'm just saying they're very strong, but they had home field advantage. So maybe
They're trying, they're just getting here.
Yeah.
All right.
She kind of looks at like you three and like then looks back to you, Maven, like, do you think maybe we could get it before it makes a home?
Absolutely, but knowing these things, there's more than one. But we can look. Where there's one, there's likely to be more. Or at least try to find the others. We don't know how many we're dealing with. One themselves is a practiced killer. So hopefully we're not dealing with more than one.
Lovely.
God, I hope not. But, you know.
Well, yeah, you say we all need to be silent?
Yes, after nighttime. Starting now, I guess. Unless you're indoors with all, the stuff things under your windows, I guess. I don't know how to soundproof a house. You can speak to each other, but know that if there is one of these things nearby, the first thing they'll hear is sound. They're not magic. You don't sneeze in your house and they come in through the window. I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I guess I'll leave that up to the DM. But yeah, maybe they're like laser pointers based on sound.
Palmhead whispers as loud as he can to all his deputies that he's sending off to protect the streets. And like, you heard that? Be quiet.
Be quiet.
Then,
He's like writing it down.
One of the guards, like his helmet falls off. Dang it, Junior! Next time that helmet falls off, your head better be in there.
Write it thing down. Head in helmet, sir. Hide the helmets.
Can we put a muzzle on that one?
Yeah.
Oh.
As they go out, just like, all right, and they start to head out. It's like, quiet in the streets. There's a curfew in effect. Quiet in the streets.
At least we'll be the first ones to go.
I'll summon my steed.
Yep.
His name is Buford. He's
Buford.
the giant.
Yep.
The giant Irish wolfhound.
Wolfhound. Yep.
Steed. And just hop on him and go clomp that deputy in the head for being too loud. Get up!
I said quiet.
You are the one who picked red shirts for their uniforms.
The bold.
Yeah. Yep.
Deputy number 2.
God. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but he'll be all right.
You'll be fine. Okay. I guess.
Beam him down.
All right.
I guess
So,
we go hunting, huh?
all right.
Go hunting a monster.
So, yeah, Brother Love, you seem like you have something to say.
Yes, he will make sure that Illison knows that he will come with her, but he needs to stop by his shop first.
God.
She makes the point that, like, we should probably at least, there's nothing we can do tonight. It's getting late. Like, first thing in the morning, maybe we all set out.
Sure.
So everyone can gear up.
Cue montage.
You gonna pack us a picnic lunch there, Brother Love? Is that what you need to do?
Food would be good, yes.
Okay. So I need whoever wants to take point. Illison is fairly good at tracking and things of that nature, so she'd be willing to take the lead.
I'd follow her. And I think these yahoos wouldn't even question it. They'd just assume she would.
Well, unless there's others experts in tracking in the group.
I mean, Brother Love knows a little bit of everything. But I'm certainly not an expert in the tracking of monstrous creatures from another plane that numb and blind you, or are blind and can hear you.
Yeah.
He will be
Very
trying to
weird.
tighten, like help Palmcourt, like tighten up that clanky armor of his.
Oh yeah, that's probably not a dumb thing. Just be like, you know what? We are taking a moment. Everyone's putting
But
a
the
layer.
Palmcourt, let me help you. And this may be the first time that Illison and Palmcourt have seen Aloysius armored up. It's not a lot. It's just leather armor. He's got a shield with as well, but
I think Sir Palmhead would make sure that warding bond is up on Illison.
Okay. If you've got that up, you want to just read off what that does so I don't have to look it up?
Yeah. Maybe like any sign of anything, he'll pop that off, and it's wards a willing creature within 60 feet. It gains +1 AC and to AC and saving throws, and has resistance to all damage.
Ooh.
Also, each time it takes damage, Sir Palmhead Maplecourt takes the same amount of damage.
Oh, okay.
That's warding bond.
All right. That is up and noted. When we get to that point, I'll use that as kind of a half-held action. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. So, then Illison will take the lead with that. I'll give her advantage. How many people are proficient with survival in general? 1, 2. Okay, so I'll give her advantage +2, seeing as she has some assistance.
Well, and I've got nags a lot in my ear too.
Okay, that was a good roll. That'd be 25 with everything. Oh, I didn't roll with advantage, though. Let me see if it's better. Oh, it's way better. 27. Good roll. All right, so travel. For the next about week and a half or so, you start traveling towards the mountains. Like, you go back to the scene of the attack. Illison brought that kind of map that has been in the constable's office where some of the attacks, and kind of trying to triangulate something. Most of them seem random and stuff like that. Some of them are just things that people have talked about on the road of seeing evidence of this, or there were attacks or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And nothing, most of them don't tie together with like this type of an attack. But she does use that, and then with her kind of knowledge of the land and everything, and with assistance from friends, you all start to make your way to the northwest, into the forest, heading towards the mountains. Once you arrive into the forest, start getting deeper, the mist potentially could have caused problems, but with that high roll, she kept true to the course.
That's my girl.
Within a day or two of getting into the woods and getting deeper and deeper, you start to actually see signs of strange markings and even almost molting husks.
Yeah, I remember those.
Like waxy husks that look like they might have been things, maybe. They're kind of remnants, you know. But you're not seeing, Maven, any of like the thick, waxy, you know, buildups. Just every now and then little things, which is kind of almost still giving you that feeling of like like they haven't made a home.
Yeah, or those are egg sacs, and now they have more of them.
That is possible too.
Ugh. Yuck.
And upon the evening, getting into like just the first parts of dark, even though it gets darker quicker deep in this forest, Illison starts to actually give you all quiet gestures and points out where you can see the tree line, where you almost thought it was the beginning of almost maybe a break in the trees where there's moonlight coming down. And it's just trees encased in wax.
Yeah. We'd find it eventually. Pair of monsters.
You all quietly start to move forward. Everyone roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
I suppose she needs one too. Not awesome.
That's a 6.
A maple court?
Palmhead is wearing heavy armor, so disadvantage, and you got a 0 out of that.
15.
8 for a listen. So as the silence of like, shh, guys, all of a sudden, clink, 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 snap, twigs, and all, and Brother Love's just like stopped and is like looking at all you like, really?
I'm the city kid.
So I'm going to say, just with the majority of that failing, that everyone roll me initiative, because immediately the area ahead of you is going to start to come alive with noise.
Yikers.
Yikers!
17. That's a 1-7.
Palmhead.
5.
Brother Love.
22.
Jeez.
Natural 20 plus 2.
Does Buford go on my
Type.
roll?
Yep, we'll keep him with your roll. And so I will say, just with the quick sound of everything happening, you don't have to use a round or turn, seeing as you already said that. Palm had to pop off warding bond if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we will need our map up, sirs.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So down in the bottom left corner, can you see those?
Nope.
You have to zoom out and move the thing down. Yep, pan and view.
There we are.
There you all are.
They're the 4 best friends.
All right. So, right now, this is in the very kind of dim light of first dark. What you're seeing, there is no light other than what dim light is coming off of all of the webbing and trees that are white, that is kind of encased in wax. It is not fully on the ground, so unless you are adjacent to the actual like spider web areas and stuff like that, it's normal terrain. Unless you're right next to them, then it's difficult terrain. So top of the initiative, we have Brother Love.
We'll very quickly, let's see. I'm right next to, so I'll grab hold of Maven and Illison, and I will invoke the, right, Slita Nasanan, please guide us, and I will invoke, or I will cast Heroism on these two.
I'm a hero.
3rd level, so I can touch both of them. So that will, a willing creature you touched is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. Creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability, which is a +3 at the start of each of its turns.
All right. So
Keep that up
you
for a
move-
minute.
So you move forward.
Yep.
Touch both of them.
And I'll
Anything-
throw out a bonus as I'm doing that. Then, Brother Maple Coat, your strong right arm will be our defense as always. And give him a inspiration, bardic inspiration.
All right. You have inspiration, sir. How do we turn that off? I think you have to do that on your screen.
You want me to turn what off?
Just all of our pictures at the bottom. We don't need the.
I don't know how to turn it off.
Okay, then we'll deal with that another time.
I feel inspired to dispense some good order, Brother Love.
I can kind of move it. Does that help?
I can move it. No, it's fine. I was just to take that out of the thing. All right. So you have inspiration. Next up, we have Illison. She is. Yep. She is just going. Oh, I gotta not move that screen. She's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, or 15 technically, and she's gonna roll stealth because she's gonna now try to be a little quieter as she's moving because she can't see what's around her. So she rolled. Not amazing, but not horrible, because she remembers they can't see, they can only hear. So she's gonna try and be quiet. And yeah, she's still like she's wearing her regular clothing she was wearing before. There is no armor or anything like that. And she just looks ready. She doesn't have any weapons on her, but she does have capabilities, and she's going to hold an action to cast a thing. So next up, Maven.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am going to. Oh, what spells do I have in the old back pocket? Let's see. Oh, wait. Hang on. 1 second. I know I have a fun spell for this. I want to do it right. Okay. I'm pulling up my class spells. Okay. So, I am going to utilize Symbiotic Entity. So at 2nd level, I can channel my magic into the spores that are always kind of hovering around my form. Mm-hmm. I will expend a use of my wild shape to awaken those spores rather than in turning into a beast form. I get +4 temporary hit points for each level I have in this class. And while it's active, my Halo of Spores damage is going to... the damage die is going to be rolled twice.
Okay. So the
and I deal 1d6 necrotic.
Okay. Okay. Yep. So are we? Has anything changed with your overall kind of aura?
Yes.
Okay. You describe what that looks like then for me.
Well, so I have Halo of Spores, and so there's always a halo of spores around my body, but they're invisible necrotic spores. They're harmless until you unleash them on a creature nearby. So when a creature I can see moves into a space within 10 feet of me, at all times, I can use a reaction to deal 1d4 necrotic damage. But so I'm kind of channeling my magic into my spores, so they turn like a deep greenish brown color around my body. It's just like I have a heightened, I guess. You can kind of see the little spores hovering around my form, and you might be able to tell if you touch it, it's not going to feel good.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just channel my magic into that so that when something gets near me, as it inevitably will, I will do damage to it just by a hostile coming into within 10 feet of me.
Okay. Are you moving at all?
I don't think so. I think after she made that crack, or like making noises, she stood shocked still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. Next up are things which I have to... 10, what is their speed again? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, perfect. So, from suddenly that sound, as you hear it, you can hear some of it moving, and at first through the wax trees that are covered and kind of stretching just away from each of the trees area, not fully into the ground, moving 100% covering the ground. But you start to pick up, once they separate from the wax and start to go on the actual grass, these small, probably about the size of, like, think black labs, about that size. of these white spider-like creatures that have a mixture of mostly arachnid, but there's almost the beginnings of like humanoid form still there that makes it oddly more grotesque. And they start moving, and they've already moved their main speed, but they're gonna try things because they're no baby spider things. So I need within everybody to make me three strength saving throws.
Everyone within 10 feet of Palmhead Maple Court gets +2 to those.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay,
+2.
That just
So-
canceled out my negative strength. Thank you so much.
So, Brother Love, you're first. You're three.
I have a +2 -1. 13,
Okay.
14,
Okay.
and a 7.
So the closest one to you each start shooting out, and you dodge them. And the other one, yep. But as you're focused in on the ones in front of you, all of a sudden one from the side just hits your leg, and you are restrained there. As the fluid hits your boot, you can still there's no numbing right now, but immediately you see it turns into this hard, waxy material attaching your foot to the ground.
Fascinating.
Maven, what did you roll?
I got a 21, a 14, and a lucky number 8.
Okay, you as well are going to be just one as well, kind of where you snapped a twig. You're going to get hit on the foot, and you are restrained.
Rad. Love it.
Illison also, she will get hit as well and be restrained. You can see her as she's sneaking. All of a sudden, just one slams into her from the knee down, and she's kind of stuck there and kind of pulling up. And Palmhead, how about you? What are your three?
Is a 26,
Mhm.
a 15,
Mhm.
or I'm sorry, a 17,
Mhm.
and an 18.
You are good. Like the few that come near you, you almost kind of bat out of the air, and it just, you kind of, as it hardens, you can just see it kind of crumble on your weapon, and you're fine. You are not restrained, but you see the rest of your companions are in some way attached to the ground now.
Do we have to roll for Buford?
I forgot Buford. Yes, he does too. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to throw Buford. Buford. You roll for Buford 3 checks. I totally forgot. I'm sorry about that. Zabuski. And he's technically Butch. Oh, Beaver.
I'd be riding him though, right?
He
Zabuski.
looks compressed.
Well, he's a medium creature that elongated for the appropriate shape for like a.
All right, what's his strength mod?
On. +2, I think, for those. Could be wrong. Give me looking it up. Come on. I don't need that. I need that. Oh, +3.
Ooh, okay. Then Buford got a 15,
Mm-hmm.
a 7, and a 21.
So as you are battering some of this out of the air, one does hit Buford, and
Buford!
is restrained. He does not. He's just not happy about being. It gets into the fur. See, that's the thing. It's in the fur too. You got to cut that out. All right. Now it is your turn, Sir Palmhead.
All right. While I'm basically there, I will go to the square, basically one north of Illison, to kind of protective stance.
Like here.
Yep.
Okay, so you dismount and run over there.
Oh, so Buford is stuck there?
Buford is stuck there. Yep.
Okay, yes.
Unless and you have him on your turn as well. He can use his action to try to break free before you do your stuff. But your movement is combined while you're riding him.
Okay.
So you tell me.
Yeah, I'll stay mounted if I can.
Okay, so roll me a strength saving throw for Buford. This will be his action to do so. Or check, strength check, sorry.
Okay. That's 12.
Just breaks free. And so as this is hardening, Buford manages to rip his paw and just kind of shakes it and bites at his foot a little bit. And then you both kind of go over here using about 10 feet of movement.
All right. So I can, I've got warding bond up on Illison, but I can also throw bless on the 3. I'll do that before anything else.
Okie dokie.
And then I'll stay right there.
So those 3 are blessed. Let me try to put a little thingamajinger on them. I'll put little... Nope, not you. Not you. All the symbols. Blessed. And... blessed. And... blessed. All right. Very good. Brother Love, top of the round.
Let's see. I'm going to throw out a at the one that I see the one nearest me? Yes?
Yeah, you see all of those. Yep.
I say, thou frothy, ill-breeding maltworm shall not prevail. And I'm going to throw a vicious mockery at it. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Does it have to understand you? I'm just curious with that.
If a target can hear you, though it need not understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 or 2d4 second damage. And have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Oh, yeah. No, it totally does not.
So 4 points. And it's got disadvantage because I've totally insulted it. Psychically.
And it's psychic damage specifically. Okay. So as this thing is like just spit this spray that's hit your boot and it's scuttling towards you, all of a sudden you see it just start to shake and the top of its carapace head just implodes.
And this is a lost cause because of who Aloysius is. But as a bonus action, I'd like to try to make an athletics check to try to break my boot free.
I mean, you can, but it requires a full action.
Full action.
Actually.
All right, well, never mind. Then.
Yep.
Then I will bonus action. Illison, Paragon of what town is it again?
Sandcrest.
Paragon of Sandcrest. I know you will prevail, and give her inspiration as bardic inspiration as well.
Jeez. That's a D8 right now?
D6.
D6, okay. Set that off to the side.
Because I can keep doing that, right? I've never played a bard before. I can throw them up as
yeah.
long as I got them. It doesn't. They don't expire. Yeah. Everybody just got one. Okay.
Yep. I think they last for like an hour, like 10 minutes
10
or an
minutes.
hour or so.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And they have them until they use them. All right. Illison's turn. I might combine a thing to see how this roll goes, because she's going to try to break loose. If it goes well, I'll do the other thing. So, and her strength is not enough. So she kind of strains, and if it wasn't for the fact that I rolled so low, I might try the inspiration, but it's not enough. And she's used her action. She is straining, trying to break the wax on her foot that is now starting to harden and set even more. Yeah, that's really all she can. Yeah, but she's stuck with that right now. So yeah, it will be Maven's turn. You see, Illison is struggling, trying. Looks very frustrated at this moment. Brother Love just downed one of these creatures. Sir Palmhead has put himself in harm's way, and you all are feeling blessed divine energy around you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to try to do a thing. Because wax doesn't like fire.
Sure.
I would assume. I would hope. So what I'd like to do then is a spell. Mm-hmm. A little spell called Flaming Sphere.
Ah.
I'm taking so long to say it so I can look up what it does.
It's a big ball of fire.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dex saving throw. The creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful save. So what I'm going to do is put it... the range is 60 feet. So I'm going to put it in between Palmhead and Illison and those 3 spiders. Close enough to those 3 spiders, though, that they might get a little hot.
So you're thinking kind of are you thinking like here or
yes.
here?
Yeah. In between them all, actually, would be good.
Okay. What color is your fire? Just for flavor.
Green.
Green fire.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of a theme.
Ooh, pretty.
That's so cool.
It's a small thing I can do.
So all of them will have to do a dex saving throw
when
they end their turn in here. But for now, I don't know if they have to save when I create it.
I'm not sure. I think it's at the end, but let me...
Yeah, it says at the end of the turn. It also ignites flammable objects not being worn or carried. I think that should also apply to melting wax spiders, but that's just me.
Yep, and you can move it with a bonus action. Yep, it's at the end of their turn. So they basically have the opportunity to move.
Does the fire melt them even a little bit? They
They
sweat.
definitely don't look like they're loving this.
Awesome. That's all I can ask for.
Okay, there you go.
That's what I do.
All right, their turn. So, ironically, they are going to want to move.
No, they don't need to do that. They could stay where they are.
And due to the fact of one of them getting killed, other things in the distance seem not to be too pleased.
Do they seem to be like they're tracking really well?
What do you mean?
Like
them?
they. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so far, there's been a word spoken. And so, I mean, there's enough verbal stuff happening right now that
They have
it's like,
mouths.
no, from all of you. You're all doing things, saying things as you're casting, and like so far, they've tuned in because was trying to break the wax free. There's movement. No one's trying to stealth. So they definitely seem like they are going right for all of you.
Okay.
And if you zoom out just a little bit, you will see not just them, a few more of these creatures coming. And if you pan up further,
Oh,
you'll
God.
see one much larger one across this little pond right up here. That one's large.
No kidding.
That one is oddly elongated arachnid body. And extra weird. Kind of think mixing a spider with a praying mantis almost a little bit. More so than they already kind of are, but you know. All right. So, yeah, because once that one died and you're all doing that, you do hear some screeches from that direction.
About
And
120 feet away, approximately.
Yeah, it's loud. First attack on Buford, because he looks like a delicious thing. That will be 18 to hit, and I'm pretty sure that hits his AC.
Oh, dang it, Buford, stop those critters.
Yeah, armor class of 12. And it does that real quick. Let me just roll. Boom. All right, takes 12 piercing damage as it bites into Buford's leg. And then Buford needs to make a Constitution saving throw real quick.
Oh, dang it, boy, your fur's getting all messed up.
You want Mick to make that saving throw?
Yeah, for Buford.
Oh. Constitution, what's his modifier?
He has a +1.
Okay.
And also, just for your reference, he has a 30 hit points as well and a speed of 40.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that was 12 total.
12? Okay, that's enough. So whatever venom that got injected into Buford, he seems none worse for wear. He kind of shrugs it off. But definitely hurts. All right, second one. Going for Illison. That hits. Because that was a natural 19 before I added anything to it. And damage.
Palmhead uses his interception fighting style to intercept and reduce that damage
Okay.
as reaction. Can
How-
reduce it by 1d10 plus 3.
All right, roll that damage. Or roll that reducing.
All right. Total of 6.
6? Okay, she only takes 3 damage then. So let me alter that. Yeah, you saved her some damage. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, so you kind of interpose and block some of the, like, you block kind of a bite as a claw comes across and still gets a piece of her, but the main attack might have been worse. And then another one is going to take a swipe at her. That one will miss, thankfully. And Brother Love, you have one coming in at you, and that'll be another miss. And so a flurry of claws and pincers and come at you while others start to make their way closer. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. Sir Palmhead.
All right. Okay, I am... Sir Palmhead is gonna unsheath Ariana Grande.
Forgot about her.
How could you forget about her?
Ariana Grande is the magical peacekeeper sword of the Law of Sandcrest. So he's going to go up to that spider to the immediate northeast.
So this one.
Yep.
Okay.
Maneuver up there so he doesn't get,
Like this. Or how are you thinking? Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know what you mean. Like,
to the
navigating
The
this way,
immediate-
kind of
immediate left of him. The one up further even.
up further.
Yeah.
Okay. So one is going to take an opportunity strike as you leave
Fair
its area,
enough.
because that one definitely feels you move, and that'll be 19 to hit.
Does not hit.
Nope. So ping, block it off to the side as you move.
Okay. So I'll finish moving towards that topmost spider within our immediate area and take a swipe or two at him.
All right. Swing away.
Okay. First attack roll. That's an 18.
That will hit.
All right. This is one-handed.
Okay.
14 total damage.
Yeah, as you kind of block off that slight claw attack from the one, and you bring down Aria. I can't even say the word. You bring Grande down.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana.
Ariana. Bring it down on the body of that little spider and just split it in two. This
Okay.
milky-ish fluid flows and is now on the tip of your blade.
All right. And then I want to use my movement to start moving towards the other spiders that are in the web trees.
Okay.
And once I get where the spider that's still next to Brother Love and Maven is just at 30 feet away from me.
Okay, so 5. So you could probably get to about here and still keep that within about 30.
Okay.
10, 15, 20.
Then I'm going to use my channel divinity to, it's called Champion Challenge. So bonus action, every creature of my choice within 30 feet, wisdom saving throw, or it can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from me.
Oh, ringing a dinner bell.
Mm-hmm. Come get it, you vermin!
So what's your DC?
13.
13. Okay, this one fails. This one fails. This one fails. This one makes it. So let me try to put a
Am I close enough to those other two that are up further?
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. This one you are. This one's just, the other one's outside of it.
Okay.
So let me roll for that one too. That one fails. So
All
let me try to put a kind of effect on it. I'm just gonna, we'll go with kind of a half hazy fire thing for enraged. It wants you.
Good.
I don't know.
Once that's resolved, Buford and I are using the rest of Buford's movement to go hit the one that didn't make it. That did make it.
Back by Ellison or ahead?
Yeah, this one, or are you talking this one?
That the second one you clicked on.
Okay. So about 15, 20.
If I can make it.
You could make it to about here with what you had left of your movement.
Okay. Good. It's good.
All right. Yeah, good move. And you are pulling things to you. Very well. All right. Top of the round, Brother Love. As you see Buford and Sir Palmhead roar out and challenge as he splits the body of one and then charge forward, and you see all these little spidery creatures just immediately, like, all of their body is quivering and just kind of leaning in that direction.
Okay.
Like they're about to take off.
Okay. Have I seen him do this before on bandits or anything like that? Or heard him tell about it? Or his men? Probably it'd be Cletus. Have I heard Cletus say?
Oh, 100% Cletus has talked about the
this?
tales of,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. In that case, I will use my action to try to break free from the break my boot free from the ground here.
All right. Roll me a strength check.
Ooh. That would be do you want athletics or a strength check?
Just straight strength.
Straight strength would be a 18.
Yeah, you break that wax as it's hardening away, and some of it clings to your boot, but it's all this waxy material, and underneath it you can see there is this kind of translucent white goo that is there as well.
Free action. Can I scoop some of that up into a vial?
Sure. I imagine he's got vials on his person.
I have lots of vials on my person.
Just like, yeah.
Sister Corpse Flower, I believe the action is moving, and I know you will protect your daughter to the best of your ability, and I will give her a bardic inspiration as well.
You got a D6 to use.
Nice.
Nice.
And then, so right north of Ellison and the X one, right north of this one, what is that? Is that all trees? Webby?
That is tree encased in the waxy webs and material.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement to start moving up by that tree.
Okay, so you got 30 movement?
Yep.
You can get to here if you'd like.
Yeah, move me a little closer. I want to be able to see. keep an eye on Palmhead.
You could be
Right.
here or here. This would be 30 feet.
30 right there. Looks good.
Okay. Okie dokie. And I am still going to reaction. That thing is going to take a swipe at you.
Sure.
I rolled a natural 5. So nope, it misses you. It's so focused and quivering with raptured attention at the shouting orc off into the distance. All right. Illison's turn. All right, she's gonna try to break free too and see if we can do a thing. Oh, that was okay. What's her strength? It's not great.
Oh, so she does take after me. Score.
I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration. Oh, that'll give me just enough. I rolled a 2. Okay, now I gotta do a whole thing. So let me bring this up for the full thing. All right. So I'm going to do this out of order, but mechanically and all that, it'll be great. So just bear with me because she is going to, and I'm going to say, Sir Palmhead and Brother Love, you have both seen her do this before in extreme situations. Maven, this is the first time you're ever going to witness anything like this.
I'm so excited.
You're going to see she's going to kind of be looking like she's still grabbing at her leg and trying to pull down. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see almost what looks like a spotlight got turned on above her and is shooting straight down from the heavens, cutting through even the aurora borealis like a moonbeam. She is going to hover off the ground about a foot, breaking loose the wax. Her skin is going to, it's a mixture of, if you ever seen those sparkly vampire movies, the Twilights, basically super glittery skin, but also mixed with, she's going full inverted Galadriel kind of inverted skin, like luminescent skin from underneath. With so glittery, shining skin, hovering slightly, and all of a sudden you're going to see the moonlight start, or the starlight start to form around her into this silvery breastplate and a silvery bow, and she's eyes alight, going to then fire off, because she's a star druid, by the way.
She sure is.
She sure is, and she's going to fire off a burst of starlight in the form of an arrow within 60 feet. So what's that distance? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, she can. She's going to take a shot at this little bugger. And it's going to be 15. And it will immediately shoot across, lighting up. And by the way, within 30 feet of her is now illuminated. 10 feet from around her is bright light. 15 beyond that is dim. And this guy is going to burst in a cloud of fire and starlight and just be gone. And that is her turn. Okay. How was that?
I'm impressed. I'm shocked.
It is your turn, Maven.
Okay.
As she lands back on the ground.
So I ram my flaming sphere into the outmost spider. Hang on, I realized I wasn't in Roll20 because I'm watching on our chat.
That's all right.
This spider.
Are you thinking like that? Oh,
yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, I want to ram it into this one.
All right. I'll just say, regardless of how you ram it into it, it's dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I don't know if that's supposed to be, but it makes sense. That'll be a 13 dexterity saving throw.
Nope.
Not enough. So roll that beautiful damage.
Yes. Okay. 2d6 fire damage. Ba-bow. It's a 5 plus. It went by my computer. 3, 8 damage.
That one bursts into flame. Whew.
And
there's
as a
no body
reaction-
as it's wrapped up in that sphere.
As a reaction, this guy takes 1d4 plus 6 necrotic damage.
Oh, yeah.
So, gonna be 7 necrotic damage to our friend right in front of me.
That one, the spores actually start to eat away at its carapace, and it just, as it's turning, it actually breaks away some of its foot, and it's leaving body limbs as the necrotic spores start to just eat through its carapace, and it just drops,
Very cool.
still rotting away.
Dope. Cool.
Would you like to move at all?
Yeah, I would. I would like
I
to
would.
come up. Let's say I realized again I'm not on the right frickin' thing. Sorry. Okay. I'm doing the measuring. Each square is 10 or 5.
5.
Okay. That's where I want to be. Well, more here. Because I'm going to be using my range spell, so I don't really need to be back close.
Fair.
So,
All right. Very cool. All right, monster's turn. How loud is fire, you think? I mean,
not very. They might have heard a whoosh of wind more than they'd hear the fire.
I'm just gonna roll a perception check for them to no. So this one, because it's the most direct path towards Buford, is going to turn and go directly towards the fire. Dexterity saving throw. I rolled a 7, so that's more fire.
2d6. That's 9 damage.
And there might not.
And
be
those
anything
two
that
also
comes
take
out.
9 damage. Whoever is within 10 feet of it, take 9 damage. If you fail a dex save.
Hold on.
Oh, because
Is
that was the end of its turn.
This is the beginning of its turn.
Beginning of its. Yep.
But that being said, I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure it's any creature.
Yes.
That includes Illison and you
Yeah.
right now. So you take damage too from that because you're within 10 feet.
I have to make a dex save.
Yep.
Right?
So Illison will have to do that too as well, real quick, because she ended her turn right there. Ooh, she fails.
You both have bless.
Yep. Ooh.
Yep.
I will roll that bless.
I am going to roll that bless.
That helped her.
That is
She's
good.
good.
That's a nat 20 plus.
Oh, stop it.
No, hang on. Let me have this. Plus 4, 24. Do I win? So I'll take
You
4
win.
half damage. Thank you.
Illison takes half damage too, I'm guessing then.
Yes.
So what is that?
5.
5.
4.5, but you got to round up. So.
Yeah. 5 more damage.
She can
Okay.
handle it.
Yeah, she's all right. All right. Now that thing is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to double move to get up there.
Excuse me, is that legal, sir?
It can use its
Do you have a
action.
permit to do that?
It can use its action. If you can, it can.
Unpermitted monster creature.
That one
Go
can
ahead,
attack.
get his license.
So this one's attacking Buford because it's closest and right there. So that'll be a 14 to hit. That just hit, didn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, armor class was 12, I believe it was.
All right.
For Buford, that is. Yeah, 12. So that'll be... Roll me another Constitution saving throw, please, for Buford. And he's going to take 6 poison. Or piercing. Piercing, not poison. Piercing. What was the con save?
8.
8? All right. And he's going to take 1 more damage. That's poison, and he is now poisoned. Not happy.
Wait, that was a 10 because of the aura of protection.
Oh, the
save.
Still fail.
Okay.
DC is 12 for those. Okay, so that and that one can't do anything. This one is 5, 10, 15, 20. And that one's going to make an attack on no, yep, his turn's over. That was a nat 1. That was just bad. And 10, 15. And this one's going to climb up into the tree. Now that you see it up above you, this is a very large spider. Kind of think spider queen of sorts. She definitely has that body where it looks like she's ready to have a brood.
Ugh. Brood mother.
Kill it before it lays eggs.
It already did.
More eggs.
More eggs. All right. Top of the round, Brother Love. Oh, no. Sorry, bottom of the round still. Sorry. Sorry.
Buford and Palmhead, right?
Yes, sir.
Buford and Palmhead, can I command Buford to pop one of these ticks and then Palmhead try to take a swipe at the other 2?
If you use your bonus action to give a straight out command, you can have him do that. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and then he's got 2 attacks per round, so I'll just take a swipe at 2 different spiders. All right.
Okay. And Buford has a +6 to attack as well.
Okay. So 14. First one for Palmhead.
Okay. Which one are you shooting at? Or hitting at? Swinging at?
The topmost little guy.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That'll hit.
And then the second one, I'll go to the little guy on Buford's haunches there.
That one?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's a 25 to hit.
That'll very much hit.
And then tell Buford to get that other guy next to his head.
Okay. Roll for Buford, +6.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's a 7.
That one will miss. So roll damage for your 2 that you hit.
All right. Got a 15 and a 14.
Okay. Both of those get split in 2 as you slash and swing Ariana Grande.
Ah, dang it, Buford, get your head in the game.
They're all over me. I detest violence. All right. Now, top of the round, Brother Love.
Brother Love.
there-
Yep. Go ahead. What?
Nope, by all means.
Will swing his lyre around, and he will pluck that 10th chord or that 10th string on it that he put on there in special.
Mhm.
And I'm going to drop a shatter at 3rd level. So it's got a 10-foot radius. Is how high up in the tree is the big fat spider? The one that's ready to be.
She's in the tree, probably about 20, 25 feet up.
All right, I'm going to leave the little one by Buford. I'm going to drop a shatter up right on top of her.
What is the range on shatter?
60 feet.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you're within. Yeah. All right.
Constitution
Yeesh.
saving throw, DC 14.
All right. This is for. Gotta bring up my stats for mama.
And if happens to be a stone spider, a crystal spider, or a metal spider, has disadvantage on the saving throw.
It is none of those things.
Aww.
I know. It's so rude. All right. And it was a what saving throw?
Constitution 14.
Ooh, that's a fail. That is a fail.
That'll be 17 points of damage then. Thunder. Intense sound. Yep, thunder damage.
Owie. And the tree will just blow apart. And I will give her extra damage for falling out of a tree. So that brings it down. Okay. Five left. Okay. So yeah, you all of a sudden, as that cord is plucked, everyone can hear this shattering as a tree is rended. The top half of the tree is shattered and blows apart. And this spider brood mother just drops down and kind of lands on its side. And now that you see, it's actually, its body is even more elongated, almost giving it a serpentine kind of tail that's more of like an egg mass of the body. Yeah, it did not like that at all. And ow, you suck. Would you like to move anywhere?
Oh, I think he's good.
Fine. All right. Next up is Illison.
We'll drop a bonus action healing word on Buford if I saw that Buford got hit.
Buford is getting hit.
Yeah. So just that pleasant chord that I strum on the oh no, that's an artificer one. So after strumming a thing, then I pull out this, it's like a glass ball out of the bag and fling it right in front of Buford's nose and shatter in the ground right in front of it. And this pleasant, revivifying scent of lavender and peppermint.
Aromatics, I like it.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah, what is that healing for Buford?
that'd be 3 points.
All right, 3 points of healing back to Buford. All right. All right, Illison's turn. She is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you know what? She's going to throw down as well and add to this. Let's make sure we got the range on this. 120 feet. Yeah, we're good. I wouldn't have had to move. She is going to wonder if there's a way to do that in a I don't know how to do it, but it's a big area. So she's going to put it down in a very friendly way, not to hurt anyone. No, just a 5-foot radius. So literally down where the brood queen mother is, all of a sudden, once again, you see light shine down from the sky. A beam of moonlight go shooting down as she casts Moonbeam. And makes a Constitution saving throw. That's a fail, so it'll take some radiant damage. Ooh, good. So that'll bring it down there. So this radiant light is burning into this brood mother, and you hear shrieks and squeals both from the impact from the ground and then this light that is burning. And then she's going to add another bow shot to it with her bonus action, shooting another blast of starlight directly from the bow, doing little damage. But it all adds up. All right. Maven, your turn. Broodmother is taking a pounding from everybody. The shatter, the moonbeam, it's all, things are adding up. She is looking like that milky white carapace is actually starting to turn a blackish as it's burning.
Sick. I love that. Is the spider that was in my flame sphere dead now?
It doesn't seem to be a body that came out.
Yeah, I've assumed it would probably melt.
Yeah.
6/6, sick, nasty, cool. I'm gonna move.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bring my flaming sphere onto this lovely friend. Well, actually,
And you can move that 30 feet with a bonus?
50 feet. Yeah.
Oh, 60.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you do wanted to mess with me.
So, bump. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, just making sure.
And so they're gonna take I need them to do a deck save for me, please.
That one is in a horrible roll. Dex. That'll be 16.
Okay, well you take half damage, so
I'm sorry.
yeah, me too.
Sorry, not sorry.
3 damage.
Okay, 3 damage. Duct. Okay. Alright, so you moved, your bonus action moved your sphere,
And I went whoosh.
alright. Then their turn. They're not thrilled. What little is left. Another one's going to attack Buford real quick. And this, I'm rolling crappy. Really crappy. Yeah, I think she's just at this point going to come down and just try to bite things that are hurting.
Let her get near me because I will give her 1d4 plus a d6 of necrotic damage. Come and taste me, little lady.
Yeah, well, she's going after the armored rider right now because
If she gets in my range, she still takes damage.
I get that. Your range is 5 feet because she's
10
technically
feet.
well, she's
10
adjacent
feet.
either way, so she's within
10 feet.
range.
Eat my bubbles. Make a con save.
14.
That meets. So you take half.
Yep.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
Mhm. Oh, plus 2, 6. 6 damage.
6 damage. Boo. Yeah, more of that. The outside carapace is blackening as all those spores are digging in and eating away. She is now going to take her attack on Armored Man. That'll be a good attack. That'll be 24 to hit.
That hits.
I'm so sorry that it took that to hit you. That'll be 11 piercing as she bites down into you, and it's kind of cool. It's as she comes into, like, think the normal arachnid kind of piercing bite with the thing, but it's covered up by these, like how you saw in the forest, or you have from the story, covered up with that mask that separates to reveal as she comes down and bites.
Cool.
Spooky.
Make me a Constitution saving throw, please, sir.
All right.
You have inspiration if you need it.
Okay.
DC is 13.
All right. Well, it was 15 without
15.
the inspiration.
Okay, you're good. So you will take half damage, which this hurts worse than the bite. So be happy you took half damage. Ooh, that one I actually rolled high on. So yeah, very good. You rolled. So half of 36. It's
18.
18. 18 poison. Ooh. But as you feel this poison like start to course into you and you feel the burning in your veins, you start to feel all of the muscles right around where you were bit start to lock up. And then you are able to kind of push off, and you feel like you might have just shrugged off being paralyzed.
Poop my pants a little too while I was at it.
Oh, you're serious. You're the first thing that's and that is all she can do. So yeah. It is.
Did she finish her? No, never mind. That'll be next round. Never mind. Normie.
Oh, from she is ending her turn right now, yeah.
Next to me. I thought I got the rules mixed up with
with the flaming sphere.
Flaming sphere. Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Sir Palmhead.
All right. Try to nudge Buford to finish off that one next to his head, and then I'll look Mama Spider straight in the whatever he passes for a face, and
the gaping maw with dripping poison.
Yeah, that
look her right in the teeth.
With the shifting kind of face plate that.
All right, and I'm say, open wide, you disgusting sow, and plunge Ariana Grande into her head.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll to attack, sir.
Twice if needed. Okay. First one was a 10.
Miss. So as you swing that first one, it just bats with one of its claws your sword off to the side.
Ugh. All right. Come back with the next one. It's 17.
That one hits.
Mm.
Roll damage.
Eat it, you. 14 total.
14 damage. All right. You stab into it, and you can see it's looking very upset as you kind of cut half of one of its face plates off and stab in, and you can see the venom dripping off, also mixed with now that translucent, milky material also coming out of its mouth too.
I don't like that I can taste it. Stop.
How about
asthma medicine?
And for Buford?
That.
Yeah. Okay. So Buford got a 19.
That'll hit.
Good boy.
Yee doggy.
All
Damage?
right. Wow. What's his?
They don't have a
damage?
lot, but 2d6 plus 3.
Okay.
Sorry.
12.
Yeah. Buford goes down, bites in half, picks it up in its maw, and just starts shaking it. And you just start to see different legs and everything as it crunches down on it and breaks it open like a lobster after it's been cooked.
That's it. Get him.
Ugh.
These are all the sounds that just only make me happy. Like I'm fueled.
I wish I couldn't give you an auditory response, but it's visceral.
Yeah.
All right. Good round. Top of the round. Right now, it's only one remaining. Brood mother. Brother Love.
She poops out some babies.
Brother Love will drop a 3rd level shatter just on the other side of her, away from Buford and away from Maven.
Ugh. All right. Another one.
Constitution savings throw have to beat a 14.
Natural 19. I don't even have to add her. God.
So it's half damage, so it would be 6 points of damage.
Still not awesome because Mama has had a rough day. But she's still here.
And then bonus action, lob another one of my lavender peppermint things right at Palmhead's
Mama?
head.
Oh. All right. Roll.
4.
Are you like
5
breaking
points.
it off of his head, his helmet? Or, you know?
Yep. Shattering it against his helmet. It's a real thin custom material.
So how much healing does Palmhead
5
get?
points.
5 points of healing.
5 points of healing. All right.
Oh,
Much obliged, Brother Love.
Illison's turn.
She better kill this thing.
Well, I'm not in control of that.
You are. You are.
I try to be as fair as possible. It has to make another Constitution saving throw because she is going to move that moonbeam to still stay on top of her, or at least keep her
Nice.
in it without, burning Buford and Sir Palmhead. Jesus, I'm rolling so bad. These dice are all going away.
It's right. It's not on its home turf. This is our turf.
That's true. Yeah, this is the backstories, the side stories. This is not my.
We're not in the other planar mystical mind of Sorm de Caldas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the good old days. So she will take the full radiant, and that'll be 8 more. Yeah, she is burning and burning. She does not look good. You can now see after that shatter and now the burning, you can actually see a couple of the legs have broken off and are like melting and breaking. And ironically, she's starting almost because of the lack of limbs and how some of them are burning and been cut. That body is almost making it look more like a snake spider. All right. So that is her. She'll do a bonus action, try to fire off another one of those arrows. 18, 19, 20, 20. Yeah, that'll hit, and that'll be not enough.
Edge.
All right. You can see after this arrow of starlight slams into this creature, you see it drop and is struggling to even stay up. Maven, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to hit it with that spear. So if you could give me a dexterity saving throw, I'd be much appreciated, friend.
I rolled a natural 3. So
Then you lose 2d6 fire damage.
how do you want to do this?
What do you mean?
As
5.
the moonbeam shines and the arrow hits and your flame sphere runs into it, what?
I want it to explode.
I want it to explode.
I would like it to explode, please, and thank you. Vulnerable DM, please make it explode.
Do you want it to explode in a totally safe way for all the companions and you who are
No.
around it? And
Nope.
Okay.
No, it's got to like Jiffy Pop all over.
Yeah, it's got to
Buford
go
and,
everywhere.
all right.
Head.
Remember, you said this. So as the fire hits and starts to cook it, it shrieks this. I mean, splits the night, hurts your ears as it burns, and the light from above from the moonbeam also does radiant fire. And it's suddenly the fire disappears as Maven's goes into its back kind of egg sac area, goes in and it lights up from the inside and explodes. I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw as you are covered in the remnants of this mucusy, white, translucent milk-like snot.
Some of us have bless.
And Maven, you're in my aura, so you get +2.
Nice. Well, you're not going to like this. That's a 6.
With a bless?
Yeah.
All right.
This was my idea. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not going to hurt any of you. It's just going to add a little bit of theater to it.
It's my new hair gel.
Illison failed too, even with bless.
I rolled a 10.
That is a fail.
Palmhead got a 23 and Buford got a 16.
All right. You two somehow positioning.
Exploded.
Yeah,
That way.
perfectly exploded that way. And
The cone attack
everyone
that
is
just
covered except for you two as you're mounted and you're like, wow, that worked out well. Turn around and look behind you. Oh. Everyone else is in a near catatonic state. You are all coherent and awake, but you can't feel your body.
Yeah, this stuff rules.
Should I pull it?
And you're just paralyzed laying there, looking up at the night sky.
We did it.
And you see, yeah, and even Illison's like glowing, glittering body, all of a sudden the light starts to dim and go out. And you just hear go, well, shit.
What are y'all doing? Ain't time to sit around.
Oh God, the peanut gallery. Oil can.
Oh, yeah. You can turn off the share. It'll be about an hour of you laying there like that. Sir Palmhead, I'm assuming kind of investigates the area a little bit, staying close by, but making sure you do check the immediately above you from the tree that was downed. There were some egg sac type cocoons. Looking into it, it looks like mostly dissolved bodies of people.
No eggs.
Oh, gross.
No eggs, just all like a lot of soft tissues gone. I mean, it's,
Stop. I can feel it. I don't like it.
they're like
Palmhead
juice
could use-
boxes. Like
Palmhead can use his lay on hands pool and use 5 HP at a time to either cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting a creature. Would he be able to help out all the catatonic allies there?
Yeah, sure. I would say that is absolutely like you'd have to spend just a little time actually carefully cleaning everybody up because with the goo on them, they'll immediately get reinfected. But you kind of take the moment, wipe everyone down enough that they're at least not, and then lay on hands and so one by one, everybody starts to get up a little weird, a little like tingly pins and needles in all their limbs. But everybody does start to get up.
Okay. All right, what are we going to bring back for a trophy? We got to show this off in the town hall.
I'll need a bath.
I was right. I was right. This one right here.
Yeah, you fought or saw one of these, Mother? Oh, by the way, and she kind of waves her hand and does prestidigitation, and just everyone's clean.
Favorite spell. I use it all the time.
Sister Ellison, thank you. You truly are.
My pleasure.
Are you doing all right? Do you need any aid or healing there, Ellison?
I appreciate it. I'll be all right. Is everybody else all right as well? How's Buford? Is he all right?
I think he's a little upset at himself for performing a little, underperforming a bit there, but he'll shake it off.
She'll go up to Buford and still give him a scratch. She's like, "Don't you pay him any mind. You were magnificent." And you know what? She's gonna do 9 healing, cure wounds. Just she's rubbing.
Yeah.
So, you all, are you going to try to collect anything, or is this enough of
yes.
yes? So,
yes. 2 vials, please. Thanks.
yeah, there's plenty of.
Oh yeah. I'm just telling you how many
around
vials
to-
I'm taking. I'm taking 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Aloysius will be
Yeah,
harvesting
one for
what he
me.
can as well.
Okay, Illison will help if you're doing that. So I'm assuming +5. She probably has the best survival for doing this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 18 plus. So anything that like is worth salvaging, like kind of piecing together some of the headish area, she kind of grabs and you're able to, like, even a couple pieces of like the carapace off a couple of the other smaller ones that seemed not as completely destroyed, and then plenty of white goo numbing stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, nectar. All right, so you all start to make your way back.
Brother Love's gonna open a dentist's office now.
I can't feel my baby. As you're making your way back, probably on about the 3rd day, making your way back from the horrible would-be nest of these creatures. Maven, you are going to get a message.
Oh God.
And if you'll bear with me for just one moment, seeing as I have it at my disposal. Chris,
Yes.
can you take a look
Oh.
at that and read that as Theobald?
Oh goodness.
That is the voice Maven hears.
What the hell? How'd you get this number? I thought I blocked you.
Maven, I think
Okay.
Kellen is alive. I'm too far out, but can you get up to Dragonlock?
You may respond to this message.
What? You said what? Did we see the same explosion? Did we see the same explosion?
You're on word 9 now.
You just repeated your.
Excuse me. You're on word
I don't know how many
14.
words I can do. 14, okay. No freaking way, dude.
That's
What's up?
18.
That's
That's 20.
my 19th. Yep.
You get 25.
That's it. Oh shoot. Okay.
Oh shoot. Okay.
You're out.
My way.
You're out.
I
You're
can
out.
make my way.
No, it's already out. It's you're like, oh shoot, I can say more. How many? Theobald just
You all
can
never
feel
taught me
it.
how to use this thing.
You can feel it.
Somewhere off screen, Theobald just looks over at Telsey and he hands her like one gold, and he's like, "Yeah, she screwed it up." She's like, "I told you, everybody the first time always screws it up."
You're right. It's hard.
So we'll have to do a little bit of prelude and all that the next time we see Maven, but due to the time and how far over we went with that combat, we're going to say thanks everybody who's joined us, and thank you to all future people who watch this. Until next Friday, have a great week. I'm DM Scott.
I'm Killian. I also have to sneeze.
I'm Mick.
Chris, thanks everybody.
Have a great
Hi,
week.
future people.
Stay safe.
I really need to sneeze.